Welcome to the podcast, which is very special guest today, Mrs. Poonam Sharma Bhambri. She has more than 2 decades of experience in the development sector and she has instrumental in shaping skilling initiative across India. She is working as a senior project officer in the education sector as in the Asian Development Bank right now. And I would like to invite you to talk to her and hear her views on how the skilling sectors are changing. Welcome to the GSP, man.
Thank you so much, Niraj sir. Thank
It's
you.
it's pleasure to have you here. As you have spent more than 2 decades in the development sector, I was going through your profile, and you have spent time in the northeast also. You have traveled across India.
Mhm.
How you see skilling is shaping in India? How it is changing in the last decade?
Mhm. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I
Yes.
feel very privileged to be part of this project and to be part of this podcast today. Uh, and you've asked a very relevant and important questions. And we are sitting in the Global Skills Park, so rightly so. This is a key question, that everyone's asking, about skilling and skilling
Yes.
in India. I have to say this is probably one of the most exciting times for skilling. India is experiencing a huge demographic dividend. By 2030, almost 67% of our population will be in the working age population,
Yes. Yes.
and by 2040 it'll go 41. It'll be even more. Almost one third of the working age population will be in India.
Yes.
So I have to say, not only India, but I think the whole world is going to depend on India for their skilling and
Yes.
skilled manpower needs. And I think the government recognizes that, and the multi donor agencies like ADB recognize that the importance of skilling and developing the youth
Yes.
with skilled employable skills, and developing the manpower. So yes, I think it's shaping in a very dynamic manner. Uh, so one is, of course, we need to skill the existing workforce. We need to skill the new workforce,
Yes.
and we need to reskill the existing workforce in newer technologies.
Yes. Very genuine.
So while the needs are increasing, also the kind of needs are also increasing. The industries are developing so fast. They are transcending to digital technologies. Now with the advent of AI, that's thrown
Yes.
in new challenges and opportunities at the same time. So like I said, while it's a very exciting time, but it's also a very challenging time,
Yes.
because we are really, in some ways, we have to rush to meet the demand,
Yeah.
and demand, and the right kind of demand that coming from the industry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think Global Skill Park is going to play a very essential and critical role, in that, not only for MP, but I would say for the entire country.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's very true. While Global Skills Park is situated in the MP,
Hmm.
the focus is not only on the
Hmm.
MP. The
Hmm.
focus is across the India and global
Hmm.
ambition.
Hmm.
As you rightly told, ma'am, कि the India is having the demographic advantage right now,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
we don't skill our people. The same demographic advantage can turn into the nightmare.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we must be ready to prepare our youth not for today's job, for tomorrow's job.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think
Absolutely.
you have the one good advantage, or you have been associated with the Global Skills Park since almost its inception days, and you have been visiting. So you have seen it's the from the day one. So how any comment on its journey? Because today you are seeing the infrastructure. How do you have seen it is taking shape?
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Uh, I have to just make a minor, not from day one, but yeah, somewhere along the early journey. I've been
Yes.
part of the early journey. And this is a story that I have been told from those who were managing the project earlier, that the chief minister of MP visited ITES
Yes.
Singapore.
Yes.
This was way back in 2018, 17, 18.
Mm.
And he saw the state of the art facilities, that were,
Mm.
in ITS for skilling youth, and these were young children from the most disadvantaged group,
Yeah.
even within Singapore.
Mm.
Children who had left their, mainstream education, maybe after 10th or 12th, and they
Yes.
could not pursue for various reasons higher education, but still they deserve a good dignified life and an opportunity to earn a good dignified living. And he looked at that facility and said, why can't we have such a facility in India, and why can't we have it in MP?
Yes. Very true.
And that's how the idea of the Global Skills Park came about. And I have to say that, when I see here, I myself have not visited ITS, but looking at the Global Skills Park, I can only imagine what that looks like, because
Yes.
I've been told it's as good, if not better, than what ITS Singapore is. So it really fills my heart with a lot of pride, and I feel extremely happy to see the progress that's been made.
Yes.
I think what's especially this time when I visited, I saw children, I saw students,
Yes.
and they are the heart of any institution.
Yes.
I mean, you can provide the best amenities, the infrastructure, the equipment, but if we don't have students, we don't have the right trainers.
Yes.
That's the life, of an institution, and I'm really really happy to see what's been accomplished in the last 6 months,
Hmm.
and I think all the right things are in place
Hmm.
for it to really leapfrog into apex skilling institutions. Like you said, not only catering to India but to the world.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. As you rightly told, ma'am, this is the infrastructure or the auditorium, library, all the means, but the soul of any skill
Mm.
institute is the students, and we have to make
Absolutely.
sure that the student gets the right technical skill and right the soft skill,
Mm.
the other communication, the problem solving skill, other thing. And good to say that as we were discussing, we met some of the students and whom you have given the certificate you
Mhm.
studied. Today you have seen the
Mm.
library, you have seen some of the things here. So what's your view on the infrastructure, how it is taking shape here? Did you have any comment to make on that?
No, like I said, it's a very imposing, it's a very remarkable infrastructure that we've created here. But I want to add that it's not mindlessly created.
Yes.
A lot of thought went, and ably supported by ITS Singapore as
Yes.
well,
Yes. Very true.
in the design of this building,
Mm.
in the design of the labs, the
Mm.
classrooms, the amenities for the students, to really provide them with a holistic experience,
Yes.
and a well-rounded experience.
Yes.
So there is going to be a sports facility that's going to be
Yes.
coming up.
Yes.
There are hostel facilities, and there are, whether it's the auditorium, or whether it's a library,
Mm.
or whether it's a cafeteria. These all contribute to a very well-rounded, complete student experience,
Yes.
and that is what GSP aims to provide.
Yes.
Uh, and yeah, you talked about the students,
Yes.
and I had the privilege of handing out certificates to the few of the students, and once again, I feel my heart fills with a lot of pride to see the confidence, the whole body language.
Yes.
I can see a sparkle in their eyes, and I really wish them all the best. And I have no doubt that these students are going to come out much more, enriched with this whole experience of just beyond skilling. Of course,
Yes.
they're
Yes.
learning good
Yes.
hard skilling.
Definitely.
You have these state of the art labs,
Mm.
mechatronics and RAC and
Yes.
what have you, but also the other things that they're learning, like
Yes.
design thinking. I
Yes.
heard that they did a course on design
Yes.
thinking. They did a course on team building.
Yes.
And these are the soft skills
Mm.
which the employers really look for nowadays
Yes.
in during recruitment. So
Yes.
yeah, a long way to go, but I think we're on the right track.
Okay. Yes, yes, ma'am. I think, as you rightly told, the some of this skills, design thing, problem solving, and other things, is the makes the difference when the kids. I'm not. We are not preparing kids for a job tomorrow. We are preparing kids for the career. So when
Mhm.
they go to the industry, they just don't land up a job. They perform
Mm,
better there.
mm, mm.
And so I'm very happy to say that industry is lapping our students. The students have been placed. 100% placement has been achieved,
Wonderful.
and right now, so as you rightly told, one of the challenge I think that's all of us are facing, and because I wanted to hear from you, being a woman and seeing the skilling industry or skilling initiative across the India, In the technical education, the girls are not as much as the state or as the society or as the institute we want. While the MP government has given the 35% seats are reserved
Mhm.
for the women, what can the GSP should do, and what's your experience from other institutes to attract more and more women to the this technical streams
Mhm.
of education? Do you have any
Yeah.
view on that,
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. I just want to add one more thing. I know
please?
and you rightly say that we are preparing students not for the jobs for now, but jobs for the future.
Hmm.
But also we are preparing global workers.
Yes, very very
These
true.
are global citizens.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know there are plans to also introduce language and
Yes,
communication
yes,
training, and
yes,
also I heard in German also
yes,
there are going to be classes
yes,
that are going to
yes.
be initiated soon. So yeah, I mean, there are
Hmm.
multiple. Nowadays it's not enough to know just one skill. You have
Yes.
to be multi-skilled.
Hmm.
But yeah, coming back to this question on
The,
participation of women,
yes,
and yes, you're right that it's been a challenge. And not only in GSP, I also see it in other,
yes,
skilling institutions in the ITIs especially. But i- it's also it's there's no easy solution, I would
yes,
say, because it's a lot of social behavior change
yes, very
needed.
true. Hmm.
A lot of cultural change has to be brought about.
Hmm.
We need to create, of course, I know that the you are doing a lot in terms
Yeah.
of awareness
Hmm.
and mobilization. There are numerous incentive schemes,
Yes,
scholarships for girls, and also we have hostel facilities here for
yes,
600 girl
yes,
students.
yes,
But it will take some time
yes,
for perceptions to change.
yes,
Girls need to feel secure.
yes.
We need to go that extra mile for
Yeah,
girl students to feel empowered, feel
all of us.
secure, feel safe,
Yes,
um, and also break some of these taboos around professions. That
yes.
yeah,
That's very true.
and increasingly with the use of technology. Even the CNC machines are something that girls can very easily operate,
Yes, yes,
unlike the lathe machines, which,
yes.
but I have to say, I've also seen girls working on lathe
Let me
machines
see.
and
Yes,
welding
very.
as well. And India being such a diverse
Yes,
country,
yes.
if you go to the northeast, Meghalaya
Hmm.
especially, there they have the issue of not having enough boys participation.
Yes,
And I would say in Himachal, we did a project where we set up a women's polytechnic
yes.
in engineering trades. So
Hmm.
it's not in the traditional trades of
Hmm.
sewing, or
Hmm.
or spa,
Hmm.
or hair and makeup, but they're also learning architectural designs and engineering trades. And if you go down to Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, you will see a lot, almost 40% participation of girls
Hmm.
in skilling institutions.
Almost.
But I'm quite confident that surely and slowly we'll also see that change happening.
Hmm.
With institutions like GSP coming up, unlike
Hmm.
an ITI, I
Hmm.
think it has a far more welcoming environment and systems in place to make girls feel welcome and partake
Yes.
in these other engineering trades as well.
Yes, yes. I think by design, by the guidance of also all the leadership team or the ITS Singapore, the system is designed such that the girls feel safe, secure, welcoming,
Mm.
no discrimination and other thing. As you, we have just started journey, GSP started journey, and you have met some of the students. I will, at the parting questions, I would like to ask you one questions to you. You have want to give any message for the students? Uh,
Yeah, I think they get enough messages
Yes,
while they are
yes,
here.
yes,
But one thing that I tell even my own son, who's
yes,
young,
mm,
that consistency pays,
yes,
perseverance pays.
yes,
Uh, no matter what the challenge is,
yes,
show up, wake up, show up, and
yeah,
do.
very important.
Yes. So I know things, it's very difficult for children to nowadays be focused and be
Yeah,
consistent because there's so much noise around them
distraction.
and too many distractions. Uh, but there is no substitute for hard work.
Yes, very true, ma'am.
So continue working hard, be honest, and do your work with integrity, and then there's no way that success will not meet you, you know. So that's what I want to tell the young people, you know.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It was a wonderful interacting with you, and I'm sure we'll look for the another episode of the podcast whenever you visit next. But
Definitely.
it was my pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much. Same here.
Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching this. I think it was a wonderful interaction discussing with Mrs. Poonam Bhambri. Her experience from skilling was very insightful. Her experience of or seeing the journey of the GSP was enriching to me also, because I have also joined recently. But good to see her. And her message to the students was very wonderful. I think each student will get benefited by that. I'm looking keep tuned to the podcast from Global Skills Park. There are more to come. Thank you.